What if everything you believe about rich people is wrong? Not wrong in a small way, wrong at the foundation. Most people think the wealthy are just lucky, or ruthless, or born into the right family. And sure, sometimes that's true, but here's what nobody tells you. The majority of self-made millionaires don't look different from you on the outside. Same city, same hours in the day, sometimes less education. The difference isn't their bank account. It's what's happening inside their heads. And that, for the first time in your life, is actually good news, because you can change your mind. Here's a question. When you see a $500 bill, what's the first thing you feel? Be honest. Is it excitement or anxiety? Because research in behavioral psychology shows that most people unconsciously treat money as a moral test. Deep down, they believe that wanting more makes them greedy, that success is selfish, that rich people must have done something wrong to get there. This belief, this invisible wall, is called a scarcity mindset. And it doesn't just limit your bank account, it limits every decision you make. Wealthy people don't have this wall. They replaced it with something completely different. The first mental shift. The average person trades time for money. The wealthy person asks a completely different question. How do I make money work while I sleep? This isn't about being lazy. It's a fundamental rewiring of how you see value. A rich mindset is obsessed with assets, things that grow, produce, or appreciate without you physically being there. Stocks, real estate, businesses, skills that scale. Said it best. If you can't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. That's not motivational fluff. That's mathematics. Ask yourself right now, what in your life is an asset? And what is just a bill wearing a different hat? Here's something that will sound backwards. Wealthy people spend very little time thinking about being rich. What they're obsessed with is problems. Every major fortune in history was built by solving something people desperately needed. Didn't think, how do I get rich? He thought, why is buying things so painful? Didn't say, I want a mansion. He said, why are we still burning fossil fuels? The psychology here is powerful. When your focus shifts from how do I get more to how do I create more value, money becomes a byproduct, a natural consequence. The average person spends their energy chasing money. The wealthy person builds something worth chasing, so money moves toward them. This might be the biggest psychological divide of all. Most people are terrified of failure, not because they're weak, but because society has taught them that failure means something about who they are. Wealthy people experience failure differently. Studies on entrepreneurial psychology consistently show that high-net-worth individuals don't see failure as an identity. They see it as feedback, as data, as the price of finding what works. Didn't fail 10,000 times. He found 10,000 ways that didn't work. That's not a motivational poster. That's how a mind optimized for wealth literally processes reality. Every time you avoid something because you might fail, you're choosing poverty. Not of money, of possibility. So here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. Money doesn't change people. It amplifies them. If you're generous, wealth makes you more generous. If you're anxious, wealth makes you more anxious. If you're afraid, it multiplies that fear. The work isn't financial, it's psychological. It starts not with your salary, but with your story. The one you tell yourself about what's possible, about what you deserve, about who gets to build something real in this world. Rich people aren't born, they're built from the inside out. So the question isn't, how do I get rich? The real question is, who do I need to become? Start there. Everything else follows. If this hit differently, drop a comment with one belief about money you're ready to let go of. I read every single one. And if you want to go deeper, the next video breaks down the exact morning habits of ultra-high performers. Not motivation, neuroscience. See you there.